Alright, so this is the Providence Gundam. Welcome back, my name is Morty, this is Mildly Gumpler, and today we're doing a time lapse. Of course, you've read the title of the video. Anyway, so today's time lapse is going to be the Providence Gundam. This is a 2017 Gundam seed kit. Anyone who's watched any of my previous videos about seed kits knows Seed is my favorite anime. Fight me. I am willing to fight you over that. So this one's super cool. I dug through the box a couple of nights ago, and if I remember correctly, this kit has no polycaps. So I'm pretty excited about that. We've got your multicolored one with a just super crazy vigorous beam saber effect, which I'm really excited to make use of. It looks like it's got a flat profile plug point, so I could probably use it with a Sinanju, but I doubt I could use it with many others because most others use that 3mm hole. This is all inner leg parts, probably some other bits and pieces, but it looks like it's primarily legs. Mainly a little bit of arm, maybe a little bit of arms, who knows. On the other side, it looks like we've got parts of the backpack area. So the Dragoon system, stuff like that. This one here looks like it is going to be the weapons, chest, arms, and the hips side of things. We have a base. Everybody loves a kit with a base. And then finally, the last couple of little packets in here, we have the Dragoon system itself as well as the rest of the backpack there, and it looks like the major weapon as well. So looking at all of this, no polycaps. That's a major plus. You've got some clear parts in here, small parts for the feet and legs, I think, from the looks of it. Yeah, no polycaps. Super excited about that. I absolutely love it when there's a kit with no polycaps because they just makes the kit so much simpler to build, and it means it's probably got a longer shelf life as well because those polycaps tend to not disintegrate, but they degrade in quality and over a period of time, and they'll start losing their positions from poses. So you start needing to make repairs and things like that. It's just a nightmare. Anyway, you're not here to... Well, some of you are probably here to listen to me rambling about these, but what you're probably interested in is some soothing music and some time lapse. So let's jump into that, and we'll have some more of my rambling at the end of the video. See you soon. Alright, and there you have it. The Providence Gundam. This kit is super cool. Super, super cool. So, as I anticipated from the build itself, looking at the box, no polycaps. Massive bonus, in my opinion. I love no polycap builds. And then you've got the build itself, which was real smooth, real easy, real straightforward. Still not like Zaku, Gunner Warrior, Lunar Maria Hawk custom level of smooth, easy, and good. But I've never encountered another kit like that. So fingers crossed we get more of those fairly soon. But with this kit alone, it is just one of the coolest looking kits, and it just blows my mind. Like, this is a basic pose that it's in from the booklet. So this was just in the booklet, and look how cool that looks. It's just, normally the booklet poses are kind of but this, yeah, this one just looks super, super cool. So I have no complaints. The builder is really easy. There is still quite a few number of nub marks with the nippers that I have and my method of building. I have trouble getting rid of nub marks, but I'm not overly concerned about that. Unlike some builders, I'm not the massive perfectionist that needs all nub marks removed and things like that. I do quite like anime accuracy colors and good color separation and no polycaps. I've got my own quirks, but nub marks are not a major problem for me. Now, you will have noticed that the time-lapse was probably only about 60 to 70% of the actual build itself. I realized partway through, I forgot the legs. Well, I didn't forget the legs. I forgot to, I thought I'd hit record. It turns out I hadn't. So my bad. My bad. But I got the backpack, I got the head, I got the arms, I got the chest. I got the important stuff, I guess. I'm just annoyed at myself for pressing the wrong button and thinking it was recording and not double checking like I normally do. So yeah, this kit, master grade, where do I want to rank it? That is the big question. Like, it's a 2017 kit, so it's a fairly new kit, only 3 years old. It's obviously, it's got some of the older design issues from the earlier Gundam Seed kits, but it's picked up a lot from like the remaster of the Strike and the Buster, no, the Jewel, the Freedom version 2, stuff like that. So with the re-releases in recent years, this kit has gone leaps and bounds ahead of what it probably would have been back in the early 2000s when Seed first dropped. I don't know if there was a kit from back then, but this one here, absolute gorgeous to build. I loved every minute of it. So yeah, it doesn't hurt. And again, I can't get over how cool this kit looks. Like, seriously, how cool does this kit look? Anyway, what do I want to rate it? I'll put it as a master tier. So it's not a perfect kit by any means. Again, there's probably only 3 kits that I've ever rated at that level, but it is definitely one of the best master grades I've ever built. It's right up there with the Strike 2.0 and the Lunar Maria Hawk custom Gunner Zaku. It's probably, it's definitely up there with those two. I can't think of any more off the top of my head immediately that really spring to mind as really fun, good builds of kits. Even the backpack was really easy. So normally with a lot of Seed backpacks, I tend to start getting a bit fatigued. It probably helped that I took breaks and I built it in 3 parts. So I did chest, head, and the arms. Then I built the legs and waist, and then I built the backpack and weapons. So like doing it across those 3 different sessions definitely helped for my fatigue levels, which normally by the end of it, I'm starting to get pretty tired and I start making mistakes. So I'm glad I didn't really make any mistakes. There's a couple of really cool gimmicks in this kit as well that I want to point out very quickly before I wrap up my thoughts and opinions on it. So first off, this beam thing here is probably one of the coolest effects I've ever seen. It's super long. It comes out probably a good 15 centimeters, if not longer. from this shield area thing. And the shield, this area here, so you've got the actual arm like going into this segment, and the shield kind of clips in to the back of the arm. So there's one of these ones here, clips into the back of the arm, so this one here clips into the back of the arm with just a little tab, and then you fold it all over and close it up, and then you put this in here, and you push that down, and it locks the whole arm into this assembly, which is a super cool little gimmick for like getting the arm in there to hold the shield on with the beam saber thing. And it's got some machine guns in there. You've got this massive, ridiculous weapon, which actually restricts a lot of movement up in the shoulder area because of how long it is, and the handle being quite strange. So you can't do a huge amount really cool with this. This is probably one of the best poses it can be in, aside from like the omnipresent pose from, say, from the front of the book, like that big baller pose there. And I'll probably eventually put it into that, but for now I've got it in this kind of action pose, and it looks super, super cool. So I'm a big fan of the end result here. Let's bring that back, zoom it in. Another thing that I really like was the piping in here. There's like this really soft plastic or rubber kind of stuff. I don't have a good light source to really illuminate that. Oh, yeah, I do. Let's bring a light in so you can kind of make it out. Like these rubbery parts in here. They're a really soft rubber, which I actually had a little bit of trouble putting onto the kit to begin with, but once they're on there, they look really nice and they add a real good texture to it. So overall, I absolutely love this kit, and it's easily worthy of its place among the master tier list. So that's the Providence Gundam. Thank you very much for watching. Please leave your thoughts and opinions on this kit yourself if you've built it down below. Hit us with that like, that subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you next week for, I don't know, I'll figure that one out over the weekend. I'll see you next week for whichever kit I do.